Hey there, welcome to Digital YouTube channel. Today we are diving into something that every business struggles with, that is managing phone calls of the customers without the stress of being tied to an office phone call all day. Let's face it, managing your customer call can be an overwhelming task. Now, especially if you are working remotely or if you are already a busy professional or business person. Now that's where TalkRoute comes in, by the way. So TalkRoute, you can think of it as your virtual phone assistants that will help you stay connected with your customers anytime, anywhere, keeping things professionally, no matter where you are. So in this video, I'll walk you through all the important features that makes TalkRoute a game changer, like call routing, setting up extensions, voicemail, sending unlimited text messages, and more. These tools will help you keep running your business smoothly, and you will not miss any important calls. So, all right, let's jump to the tool right away and see how it performs. Also, you can check the link in the description. It will help you get started with TalkRoute with their free trial.
Hey guys, so now I'm going to walk you through all the important features, pricing plans, and how exactly TalkRoute works. So follow along, and I'm sure that at the end of the video, you will be expert or you will be in a position to get started with this product or tool, right? So right now you can see that we are on the TalkRoute website. By the way, TalkRoute offers a different type of app, desktop app, mobile app. But if you're not comfortable using app, you can use their web version where you can manage all the phone calls as well. So you can see that this is how their this is how their desktop app looks like. So I will come about this later. So this is how the desktop app looks like. Talking about the features, you know that you can do a lot of things with TalkRoute. By the way, you can arrange meetings with your customers or team members. You can use different type of call menus, extensions, and so on and so forth. We'll be seeing it in a while, right? So once you create you can use the link in the description, by the way, to get started with the free trial. So once you have the free trial, when you are completing the onboarding step, TalkRoute will prompt you to select one TalkRoute will prompt you to select phone numbers, what type of phone number you need for your business. So you can see there are different type of phone numbers. Toll free number, if you're looking for a toll free number for your business, you can choose that. Vanity numbers, basically it's you can have your own branding, like if my name VAN, right, it's easy to remember for the people if you have a vanity number. 800 name number, local number. Again, if you want to port your current business number, you can also do that, right? So that's how it is. Talking about the pricing plans, by the way, so pricing plans are pretty straightforward. You have three type of plans. One is basic, plus, and pro. Basic, you do get some basic features. So if you are a small business or just getting started, you can go with the basic plan. If you need more features like sub menus, multi-digit extensions, call recordings, reporting, a detailed reporting of all your call history, and more other things, then you can go for the pro plan. There is also plus plan for you to see with more features compared to the basic plan. So you can try all this plan and their free trial, by the way. So you do not need to commit before. You can just use the tool, and if you like it, you can then purchase it, right? I think it's a great feature because many different VOIP products out there do not provide this free trial. So you need to pay something, but with TalkRoute, you do not need to pay anything upfront, right? Now once you create your account, you need to log in, and when you log in, this is how you will see the dashboard, by the way. So this is their control panel. So now you can see that this is the control panel where we will configure our type of virtual phone number, what happens when a call comes, how the call menu should be, what type of extension should be. So this is where we will arrange all those things. I will come to this in a while. And you can see this launch talk route. Once you click on this, what happens is it opens the web version of the app. So if you do not want to use their mobile app, um, then you can also click on launch talkroot, and inside your PC or laptop you can use their web version of the app, right? So this is where talkroot, it has some settings I'm going to explain in a while. Call history, again, as the name suggests, you will be able to check what type of calls came to you. You can use advanced filters to filter the call history, like how much the duration of the call was, depending on what, and you can just export it as a CSV file as well, right? Talking about messages, from here you can manage your voice message and text messages. So voice message, basically, what, like if you are busy and want your customer to leave a voicemail, then you can do that. You can also add different voicemail box, right? Suppose the person who is calling to the sales department. So you want his voicemail to go a specific voicemail box, you can create that voicemail different voicemail box linked to the setting that we saw on the control panel first page. And suppose a person is calling sales department, then that person's voicemail will go to this specific voicemail that you created over here, right? So this is how the voicemail works. Text messages, again, this is they have shifted this text message settings to the app web app that we get when you click on launch TalkRoute. So we do not have anything much to do here. We have it here on the web version of the app over here in the settings section. I will come to that later. Let me just first explain all the basic things that we are seeing on the screen right now, so you do not get confused, right? Forwarding number. So what happens forwarding number? Suppose you are busy, or you are not taking the call. So what happens with the forwarding number? You can choose that when someone calls your number, you can just forward it to some other number who is available, maybe some other team member who is available to take the call. So from here you can add the forward number, just add the number that your main number should be forwarded to, and add a description. So this forwarding number, you can see I have chosen marketing service and I have given this dummy number, by the way, for now. um, Talking about transfer codes. So transfer code, has the name suggests, like if someone calls you and you notice that the person calling to you wants to reach out to sales department, then what you will do is, you will, on the live phone call, you will transfer that call by dialing this 002 code, 000002 code. Then the person, customer that is calling, will directly directed to the sales department. So that is how the transfer codes work, right? So there are different transfer code we have created. More will be added as you add more voicemail boxes, as you go forward and add more forwarding numbers, different transfer code you can see over here. And yeah, you can see also extensions. I will come to that later. Hours of operation. You can choose to create an hours of operation, by the way, what time your business is open, at what time your business is closed. It is useful, right? Suppose your business is open from 9 to 5, but after 5, whatever call comes, you can then forward those call to some other number, right? So this is how it is useful for that purpose. You can definitely do this forwarding task in the first control panel section we saw. So that's how it is, right? So you can also choose, what type of voice audio file the person should hear, right? When a person calls you, if your business is closed, what the message should be. um, and then you can also choose where should we send your callers to. So you can send them to voicemail, or you can send them to a menu. Basically they can go to a menu or directly disconnect the call. It's your choice, right? So that's how the hours of operation works. Talking about audio files, from here you can manage different type of audio files, right? When a person calls you, there is some greeting message, right? You can upload your own customized message or use their own default greeting message. There is also some default menus that you can use, but I highly recommend that you create your own menu option, so it is customized as per your business, by the way. So they have some default, like press 1 for sales department, press 2 for hours of operation, and so on and so forth. But as I told you, that you should create your own audio files and upload over here, right? Music, if the person is on hold, what music he should hear. Voicemail greeting, what type of voicemail greeting message should be like, we are currently closed and please leave your voicemail, something like that. So you can create all type of, again, recorded call notification and other type of hours of operation. So you can create all type of audio files for you, be customized or personalized for your business, by the way. Sub menus, right? We can also create sub menus, but before that we'll also see what are menus, right? So when a person calls, he will hear, right? Press 1 for sales department, press 2 for marketing department. But under the marketing department, right, press 2, there will be sub menus, right? So this is our menu, and there will be sub menus. So that sub menus can be created from here, right? So now you might getting overwhelmed with this information, but do not worry, it's kind of easy tool here we are talking about. There are few things to understand, and once you do that, you can highly customize it for your business, by the way. So I know that I'm directly talking about sub menu and not menus, but I give you the example, right? So menu is created on the first dashboard that we saw. We will look it I will clear that in a while, just hold on for some time. Voicemail, right? Here you can choose what type of voicemails. Different voicemail, again we discussed, like you can create different voicemail box based on your different specific departments, sales department, marketing department. So you do not hear, if your team is big or there are different departments, you do not hear voicemails for your department which is not relevant to you, right? So, and you can also voicemail to your email. So it can all the voicemail, you can direct it to your email directly, so you do not need to hear, you will get an email with a description as well, right? So I hope that these settings are all clear for you now. So the setting section is clear, right? So let me go back now to the control panel again. So you see, so we saw what is launch talk route, by the way. So launch talk route is basically a web version of the app. The same thing you get when you open their PC app. So if you do not want to use their PC app, you can click on launch talk route and you get the same setting of same version of the mobile or desktop app on your web app, right? We saw call history, what are the messages, and we also saw in detail what are the different settings, right? Now let us talk about this what you are seeing right now on the phone, right now on the screen. It is very important. Then we will go to this desktop web version of the mobile app and see what are the different settings and all, right? So let me quickly show you what you are seeing right now on the screen. So now let us talk about these things that you are seeing on the screen. There are some of the important things that you need to know apart from the settings and that we discuss, right? So what are virtual phone numbers? So when you sign up for TalkRoute, you have an option to choose a virtual phone number. So this was the number that was allotted to me. So you might have your virtual number allotted to you, right? So it has some settings that I want to explain. Um, so you can see this greeting. So when a caller calls you, what type of greeting he listens to. So this is the greeting. This is the default greeting. You can choose your own greeting depending on what type of business you have. Thank you for calling, and etc. Now the next step is you have two options. You can either direct the caller to a call menu, that is press 1 for sales department, press 2 for marketing department, or you can either directly direct him to the phone numbers of your team members, right? Understood? It is clear for right now. And another option here is allow dialing of extension during greeting. So when a customer calls you, if he knows extension number of your business, he can directly type in and he will directly direct it to the specific department he's trying to reach out to, right? So you can see this is the extension that we created here, right? So if he knows that 200 is the extension number for Harish Patil, then he will directly reach out to it. So you do not need to hear your call menu or reach out to all your specific team members, right? Hope this is clear now. Now let's talk both of these option one by one. So once let's talk about the go to users and phone number. So if you choose this, what happens? So when a customer calls, he hears your greeting tone, then he's directly directed to your numbers, virtual numbers, whatever the team members you have. Now you have the option ring in sequence and ring all. That means if you want that all the phones that you have of your team members and yourself should ring at a time, all at once, or at a time, sorry, at a time, then it is ring in sequence. So the first your phone will ring. If you don't pick up, then the next marketing team member will your team member will phone will ring. This is called ring in sequence. You can also enable schedule, right? So suppose uh, your business hours are like 9 to 5 that we discussed previously, right? And if you want to take this call only at this time, then you can edit your schedule over here. And if you want that all other calls after that should ring out to go to other member, then you can schedule his time for here from here, right? You can also choose how much time the ring should ring before transferring it to the next member. Ring in sequence, ring all, as the name suggests, all of the phone members, phones, virtual phones you have, all of the devices will ring simultaneously. So whoever picks up the phone first, he will talk to the customer, right? So I hope, and there are some basic settings. So here, how many times should we try this sequence? What happens if no one answers? He can be directed to the call menu or the voicemail box, or just disconnect the call. Um, Again, what ringtone he should be hearing if he's on hold. So you can choose this ringtone, or you can add your own custom ringtone. So yeah, that was about go to users and numbers. I hope things are clear. If any doubt, do comment down below with your questions. I will happy to answer them, right? Go to call menu. Now what happens in this scenario? The person calls, he hears like thank you for calling or whatever the greeting message you have for business. Then he is directly directed to the call menu that you have set up. This is where this call menu comes in picture, and this call menu you need to customize as per your business. What you are seeing right now is a default call menu. I highly recommend it to customize it for your business. How it works, by the way, what you are seeing, this first bar, and there are these four bars you are seeing. So first bar is nothing but the call menu option. Here you can edit this and upload your own ringtone or call menu. I highly recommend it because whatever the default menu options they have might not be relevant for your business or for your team departments, business departments. So you can customize that menu as per your business. So once a person calls, he hears the menu um, of your business, like dial 1 for sales department, dial 2 for marketing department. Right now you are seeing that default, and these options that you are seeing are the ones. Like suppose he presses once, then one number on his phone, what happens? He is directed to this hours of operation. He's directed, if he presses 2, he's directed to sales department. All these options again you can customize based on whatever the menu of your business is. You can just edit over here. You can type in the description of what the menu you have created, give the number again here. Choose that what audio file should we play. Again, you can customize this. Where do you want the, again, now choose where to route incoming calls. So now suppose a person calls you. Now suppose a person presses 1, right? So that means you can choose which number he should be directed to, right? So if you choose go to users and numbers, he will be directed to Vaibhav Patil and his phone number. If you choose other destination, you can choose that if he dials number 1, he will be directed to voicemail to leave a voicemail, or again he can be directed to a menu as well. So I hope it is clear. It can be customized as per your requirement. I'm not showing in-depth specific scenarios, by the way. Again, the same goes for option 3, 4, and you can also add your new menu options. This is definitely relevant. Like suppose you have added here the menu ringtone that have like 6 options. So you need all those options, right? If there is no option, then what the person will hear, and what once you type that option 6, there won't be any feedback. So remember that, and you can add your own menu options over here. And again, the same ring in sequence, ring all, go to users or go to other destinations, all those things remains the same. It's your flexibility and freedom to customize as per your requirement. I hope things are clear over here how the menu works. So again, what happens? The person calls, he hears the ringtone, greeting, then he's directed to the call menu. The call menu is set up by you as per your business. What happens for each option? If you press 1, which number he directed to? If you press 2, what happens? All those things you need to create as per your business requirements. Now extensions, again, as you know, extension, what are extensions? They are basically some specific departments that suppose a person customer already know that if I want to reach a sales department of this business, I need to dial 400. So you can create those extensions for your business, so it's easy for the customers to reach directly without talking to the middle people or the person or the team members. So all those you can just type in the extension number, give the name to the extension, choose where to route call. Again, the same thing, like what happens when a customer dials these extensions. He can either go to the number that you have, or you can direct him either to the other destinations like voicemail, menu, etc. So things remains the same. Once you understand the pattern of this tool, it's pretty easy to use and customize as per your requirements. So extensions are clear, call menu is clear to us, virtual phone number. So I guess everything that is required for you to get started is clear. Now in a short while, I would like to also explain to you about this web app of this and some specific settings. um, so let me talk about this. So again, we already discussed, right? This is basically the interface of the web app they have of TalkRoute. This is the same interface you will see if you download their mobile app. The same interface if you see if you use their desktop app. And this is the web app right now we have, right? This is basically what you're seeing right now. Let me explain some of those things, and I think you are going to be ready to start using the tool. So right now, what you are seeing on my screen is a dialer. Basically, you use it to call your customers or your any person you want to, right? So it's very simple dial that you have on your phone. You can choose what type of virtual number you want to call the your customers from. You can also choose to add the contact. You can also, if you have any contacts already added, you can select them directly from here, choose it, and call those numbers. How to add contact? We'll come to that in a while. Talking about the next step, keypad is done. History. So you can see here all the history of previously that we called the customers to. In the message section, you will see if any person has texted you. You can use TalkRoute to send and receive unlimited text messages, by the way. So you can track all the text messages from here. Voicemail, as the name suggests, any voicemail that you get, you can also filter it based on the specific voicemail. Suppose you want to choose only see the sales voicemail box, or whatever voicemail box you have created, you can choose that, and you will see all the voicemail you have got, right? In the meetings, again, you can schedule some meetings for your team members. and you can share the link as well for them to join, right? You can also schedule the meeting. So this is a good feature they have added recently. So yeah, you can use this feature also if you want to, right? Now let me talk about the settings section. Again, most of the settings that we've seen already, they are common and they're linked directly to the control panel. That is what we have seen in the settings section over here, right? So they're mostly the same, right? So just let me give you a quick overview of this. In the notification and sound, you can adjust the voice that of your phone has, of your virtual of your devices input and output voice. You can do the settings of this. Talking about the manager, again, when you click on this manager, it directs me to this virtual phone that we already talked about before. Now talking about the text messages, again, we already saw this, that this is the settings for text messages. There is nothing right now, but if you have any virtual number or virtual phone number for text messaging, you can see that over here, right? Currently I do not have any virtual phone number for text messaging, but if you have one, you will see over here. You can see virtual phone number, you will see your phone number over here, and you can also see how many messages you have used, um, you have sent as well as received. Now forwarding phone numbers, again, you can add forwarding phone numbers. You can see already I added one of the forwarding phone numbers. You can add more forwarding phone numbers if you want. We already discussed what forwarding phone number is basically if you can't receive uh, phone from your main number, you can forward it to some of your other devices, right? You can already do that, right? Transfer code, again, we have discussed this. You can transfer call to some other department while talking to your customer. So if the customer has called to your wrong department, you can just dial in the transfer code and it will redirect it to the specific department he's looking to call. Hours of operation, again, you can set what time your business is open. So based on that, you decide when you want to take calls, when you do not want, and want to forward the calls, all that, right? Great. Greetings and music on hold, again, all those music files, these are all the default music that we have, but you can add your audio files and use this customized file throughout the app. Sub menus, again, we already discussed these sub menus, right? Yeah, so we already discussed what are sub menus, right? Basically inside a menu there will be menu. If there are different, like if you have a menu of sales department, and inside sales department there are different um, sub menus you want to create to reach out to other team members inside sales department, you can do that here, right? Voicemail settings, these are basically, you can add voicemails. You can see I already added sales voicemail box. You can also add more voicemail depending on department. So if a person wants to reach out to marketing, he can choose you can choose a marketing department voicemail box. You can allot that voicemail box, so the his voicemail will go to the right department. So I hope that is clear. You can also block numbers that are spamming to you or something like that. You can add the block numbers from here and you will not receive calls from them, right? Contacts, again, you can add if you have any regular customers and you want to add their contact details for quickly, you can go to this keypad and quickly go to the keypad that we saw before, and you can just select the contact that you added and reach out to them. You can add their contact details like their phone numbers, email address, and all those details, right? So yeah, I think that's it, right? So again, they have also a referral program. If you are interested in sharing with your friends about this tool, then you can share it with your friends, and you will both get 1 month free. So you can just access that as well. So yeah, so that completes our video, by the way. I hope you like it. If you have any questions regarding the tool while watching the video, if you got any question like how this works, or if you have any important suggestions, please do comment down below. Thanks for watching. Use the link in the description. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.